Hi guys, welcome back to another Cinematic Mike review. Today I'm reviewing Marc Webb's The Amazing Spider-Man. The Amazing Spider-Man is actually a reboot from the original trilogy directed by Sam Raimi. One of the things that got me excited for this film was that it's going to be directed by Marc Webb. Marc Webb's actually the director of one of the films that I really enjoy, which is called 500 Days of Summer. Along with that, he got a great cast of like Andrew Garfield from The Social Network, Emma Stone from Superbad, Martin Sheen from Apocalypse Now and The Departed, Sally Field from Not Without My Daughter and Forrest Gump, Raisa Khan, who I know from Little Nicky, Irfan Khan from Jurassic World and Life of Pi. And also, I finally got to see Dennis Leary. Dennis Leary, who I only knew that he was from Ice Age as the voice of Diego. Everyone knows the story of Spider-Man. It's about a kid in high school who ends up getting bit by a radioactive spider and ends up gaining these superpowers. In this story, he's going to go against the villain known as the Lizard by Kirk Connors. Kirk Connors is actually like a scientist who actually is losing an arm, and he actually wants to regain his arm. And he's doing research on reptiles because reptiles actually can regenerate their limbs. So he's doing all this research to try to get his limb back. And things don't go as planned. He actually ends up turning into a lizard, and part of his mind goes away. One of the things that I liked about this film is actually the music score. The music score is great because it brings this kind of sadness to it, this mystery to it, and the suspense all at the same time, which is really great for the film. What I like about this film is actually that it wants to stand apart from the other films. And in this one, you can tell that it's a little bit darker. The setting, the way they light it up is dark. The cinematography is great in this film. The costume's great. It's dark blue, dark red, and it brings this really just brings a dark tone to it, separated from the other films. I also enjoy the humor in this film. I found myself laughing in a few scenes that are actually really funny. So I thought they did well right there with the humor. It wasn't uh, humor that's kind of like overdoing it or anything like that. It was really well humor. Something that fails in the film is actually the villain. I actually feel like the villain was actually just put there because they just needed a bad guy. They thought that, oh, Spider-Man needs to fight someone. Let's put the lizard in there. He's gonna turn into a lizard and they're gonna fight and that's it. But I feel like still, even if you're a superhero film, you still want to tell a great story. You don't just want to put the monster just in there. So I felt like maybe if they would have developed his character a little bit better, I would have cared more for him. I mean, I do care for him because he's missing his arm and he wants to regenerate it, but I didn't care that much for him. I didn't feel anything that like that connection for him, and I feel like they should have helped. They should have worked on developing the character more interesting because I think these films have the opportunity to make good characters also, not just because they're a superhero film they can't do it. I've seen some films where they actually do well with the characters and actually make you care for them. I like the visual effects of the city lights and all that. Even though it's CGI, but I still like the world that they created for him in the city that he's swinging through. The film's good, but it's not like completely great, but it's really good. So it is one that I would recommend. That's my review on The Amazing Spider-Man. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.